and welcome to the Tavern Chat podcast. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. Numerous other locations, but probably the most important right now is youtube.com/Eric Tenkar, ERIKTENKAR. It's where myself and Bad Mike do live streams every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We talk crit about the industry. Joe the lawyer and I are going to be doing live streams every other Friday night, and I believe next Monday at noon I'm going to have Alyssa Faden, world-renowned RPG artist, mapper, highly skilled, and of course historical wargamer. But I guess we shan't go into that now. What am I going to talk about today? Well, apparently the big news, or the big recent news in the film industry, is that Warner Brothers, which is a sister company to HBO, is going to be releasing all of its big films, including and starting with Wonder Woman 1984, which comes out on Christmas Day, December 25th. They're going to be releasing it simultaneously on HBO Max and in the theaters. And they're going to do that with the Snyder Cut Justice League and the new Batman movie and the new Suicide Squad and Black Adam. And yeah. So all your superhero movies coming from DC are going to be released simultaneously on HBO Max and in the theaters. Now, for me, I don't really enjoy dealing with crowds anymore, and I'm not dating, Rachel and I happily married. So we're very happy to sit back and watch TV on our new 65-inch TV and not have to worry about people talking around you or heads blocking your view and sort of shit like that, and paying outrageous prices for food and snacks. So why am I bringing this up? What does it have to do with us? Well, you know what? They're doing it because of COVID, right? Because in a lot of places like New York City, today, restaurants and bars shut down to indoor dining. And you're not going to be doing outdoor dining. Hell, we're looking at 1.5 feet of snow possibly on Wednesday. So, where does that put us? Well, just like, a lot of theaters are closed or underutilized, a lot of conventions, right? TotalCon, we've mentioned this before. TotalCon, virtual this year. GaryCon's doing a hybrid. I'm sure North Texas is also going to be a hybrid. But here's the reality. We are living right now in a world where gathering socially is quite possibly detrimental to your health. And I can understand why we have this need to move a lot of physical world activities like convention going online. It's something that Warner Brothers is doing with their movies. And they're hoping that the HBO Max, HBO Now, I forget what they fucking call it. But the HBO subscription on demand is $15 a month. And think about it. All right. If you watch with your significant other one movie a month that you would normally have caught in the movie theater, and you live in any of our urban centers, $15 is basically damn close to the price of a single ticket, let alone two, and doesn't cover. $15 wouldn't even feed somebody popcorn and a soda these days. So they are aiming to get those that are not going to be going to the theaters, and they're looking to get those that still are, and it's a weird situation. It's almost like you gotta jump into one or jump into the other. I don't know how well a hybrid con is going to work. Ben, Mike, and myself for Total Con, we are going to be hosting a live stream, live chat on YouTube and Facebook the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights of TotalCon. We're gonna try to track down guests from the industry for each night and plan to be on for anywhere from an hour to 90 minutes and allow folks that would normally go to conventions to get that taste of convention banter, and for those that haven't gone to conventions, maybe give them a taste of what could be in their future when we get back to face. Now, I don't think that an online convention can replicate or solely replace a face convention. But it is in our current circumstances. And yes, the COVID vaccine is rolling out now. But in our circumstances, an online convention is a good option. And like I said, Mike and I are going to try to make it a better option for those that go for the reasons why we go. We don't necessarily go to game. We go to conventions to socialize, whether it's hanging out in the bar or working the table for Frog God and shaking hands and talking to gamers. That's what I live for. That's what I really enjoy. So, I guess we go back to the beginning of this. If you want to watch your superheroes from DC safely, HBO Max might be the way to do it, right? You might be able to sit in your living room, watch your Wonder Woman, watch your Justice League, watch your Black Adam, watch your Suicide Squad, watch your Batman, and not be exposed to the virus, and not be shaken down over high cost of food and drink. Which brings us to yet another aspect of all this, right? That I haven't even touched upon. What is the most expensive part of the conventions usually? And it's not so much the cost of the con, it's the associated costs, right? It's the cost to your hotel room, it's the cost to your food and drink, and of course, it's all part of the experience. Just like going to a movie theater, buying your popcorn or your nachos with cheese and your soda and your candy and whatever else, it's all part of the experience, right? That's all part of it. But maybe for some of us, you don't necessarily see you need that it, right? You can take that experience and move it to a more virtual experience. I think, this is just me spitballing, that in the long run, we're going to see a lot more virtual cons. Because it's going to take, all right, we are in December of 2020. It's going to take at least until the spring of 2022, I think, before many people are going to be comfortable going to conventions and flying and staying in hotels. It's going to take that long for that part of our economy to recover. I don't know if it'll ever fully recover. My son works for the airline industry, and it's going to be rough for him. I mean, he has a job right now, and he's getting paid. God bless, but they have a lot of people on furloughs or early retirements. So I'm sure the movie industry and the theater industry and now the restaurant industry is going to be suffering the same thing. Hopefully, the RPG industry doesn't suffer the same. I don't know. Oh yeah, one movie that's like coming attractions too was long-term COVID lockdown, COVID 23, bizarre shit. course, we're all gonna have to see it. I'm gonna have to look that one up. All right, folks. On that note, as always, we are in the midst of the world of COVID. I have to use your common sense. All right, use your common sense. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, and for Greg, yes, I'll work on some new intro and outro music. I went to Humble Bundle. I picked up their royalty-free music soundtracks. I've already used it for Talking Crit and for Gamers Health, and I have some I think picked out for Iron Rations when me and Joe are doing our stuff. But yes, I'll try to get some music that doesn't come out as loud as compared to the rest of the podcast. All right. So I'll have to say goodbye to my Irish tunes. All right, folks. Thank you. Laters.